on in the streets, yeah, we talk about it. What's going on in the church, yeah, we talk about it. How to make money, yeah, we talk about it. Facebook, yeah, yeah. IG, Twitter, yeah. So, ooh, yeah, you can catch CEOs. What can you see, brother? Talking about the hot topics, my girl, yeah. What can you see, brother? Talking about the hot topics.
What's up, Facebook? We broadcasting live on Facebook, Twitch, YouTube, Periscope, and all of our pages. We just broadcasting live because tonight we got a great show for you. It is a family affair. So listen, the lunch on me code for tonight is family affair. So listen, if you want to be entered for the lunch on me code, me and I'm gonna send y'all a couple of dollars. It ain't a lot of money, but it's a little bit of money to get you. It'll get you 2 4 for 10s. It'll get you 2 4 for 10s. So that code, if you want to be entered in the Lunch on Me challenge, it is family affair because tonight it is a family affair. Both guests that are on my show tonight are family members. So I said, you know what? The Lunch on Me code will be family affair. So no matter where you're watching from, whether it's YouTube, Twitch, Periscope, wherever you're watching from, enter hashtag family affair in the comments. Family affair in the comments for your chance to win some little nuggets. It's a little trinket. Money to get you a good lunch. I bought lunch yesterday at Greenwise for $9.99. I had salmon, asparagus, and some roasted potatoes. So you can go get you a good lunch for $10. Trust me, I'm gonna give it to you as long as you enter in the comment hashtag family affair. So listen, I just want to tell y'all we're having a great show tonight. It is one of my 2 people that I'm proud of. One, my little cousin, she basically has did some awesome things in spite of, I'm gonna let her tell you my story, but in spite of, she did some wonderful things, started a business. She jumped out and shocked the world, y'all. She was like, look, here go my keys. I started a business. And also we have a cousin nephew, I call him my cousin nephew. He basically doing some great things in the community as well as in business. So we're going to talk about that. But before that, I got a question to ask y'all. So someone had inboxed me and said, hey, Kenya, I got a question that I want you guys to bring up on your show. So I said, okay, well, go ahead and tell me what your question is. What's the inbox? The inbox is, and you guys tell me maybe later on or in the chat if you would like it. I'll be more than happy to look at all the comments. If you are if you're a patron, say for example, I'm a patron, and I patronize your business, and what I do is I take a picture, like I always take a picture and I tag the person and I say, hey, this is where I get it from. This young lady, she purchased a product, took a picture, posted it to the person's wall, and just thinking that maybe that content will give exposure as well as just exposure, and maybe it will lead to her followers seeing what the customer had to offer. So the young lady untagged herself, didn't release it to the wall, nor did she say thank you, not even like the post that she had patronized her. So here is my question, and this is what I'm bringing out tonight. whether you're watching live or whether you're watching in the chat. Would you be offended if you purchase something from a small business and you take a picture, post it, brag on it, and the person that you purchase it from, boutique, restaurant, they don't even like the post or release the post to the wall? What would be your feelings on that? Um, I mean, what would you be upset? Would you be mad? Would you be in your feelings? Would you say, "Oh, this person is busy," or would you just chalk it up as, "Okay, they're busy," or would you say, "I ain't buying from you no more because I spent my money," and they act like they can't even say thank you, or they can't even say, even like or love. I personally, I don't consider that like button or love button a thank you. I think thank you is a thank you. So we're not going on me, we're going on you guys. So let me know in the chat how you feel about that. Again, if you patronize someone, if they don't even say thank you, how would you feel about that? So without further ado, listen, I'm going to bring my cousin Kiana in. She's going to listen. My cousin's so cute. And she has so much confidence. I be saying, I wish I had confidence my cousin got. Because, I'm old school. I cover up. I got on 2 t-shirts right now. I still wear a slip up under my dress. But my cousin Kiana, baby, she just like, look, I'm here. So without further ado, I want to bring my cousin, little cousin, Kiana. Hello, Kiana.
Hey, can you hear me?
I can hear you. I can hear you. So Kiana, listen, I want to first let me congratulate you.
Thank you.
Congratulations on graduating. Listen, I'm going to say this, and we're going to keep it together tonight.
Don't cry, please don't. I can't.
I practiced this all day. I
Okay.
practiced all day. I practiced all day. I know that Missy is so proud of you. So I practiced. I'm passing. All right, y'all. Missy's my aunt. That's like the favorite aunt, right? So Missy's my aunt, and she loved to upset Kiana. Kiana was just a little big juicy baby that ran around on the patio. You got to know the yard to understand that. Back when we were a little younger, the yard didn't look the way it looked now. It was just a bunch of dirt.
Yep.
And Kiana was that baby that went out there and ate a mango. I was like, oh my God, this girl ate a mango and dirt. So Kiana was that good, that baby. Hey, Cora, how you doing? Everybody in the chat, I want to say hello to you guys. Don't forget, I want to say this. The Lunch on Me code is hashtag family affair because that's really my cousin. We ain't playing. That's blood right there. That's like
It's
second
blood.
cousins. That's blood. That's blood. That's real family. So Kiana, listen, I need you to introduce yourself. Tell them what you got going on because you jumped out here and opened up a business. You ain't tell nobody. You did. You pulled a Kenya on. So
I
tell my family that's on
did.
Facebook what you got going on.
So, hi everybody. I'm Kiana. I am the owner of Key Aesthetics, also known by Kiss by Key. I started out as a makeup artist back in about 2017. My family, everybody was just like, "Just do it. Like you're good." I'm just like, "Yeah, I don't know about that," because it's a big market, and here in Palm Beach County, it's a competition, and to me, that's what it feels like. But I've always practiced that purpose over popularity thing. So I was like, you know what? Too many people keep asking me to do it, so I was just like, all right, let's just go for it. So from there, I've always been into like skincare and making sure I've had healthy skin. So during COVID, I went ahead and got my esthetician license. I finished at the end of August. So I came out certified in aesthetics and then graduated college right after. So I was doing that all at the same time. And from there, one day people would just kept asking me like, what is going on with your business? Like, are you still waxing? Like, are you going to be doing facials? I'm just like, no, like, I don't have time. I don't have time. And in the back of my mind, it was just like, how do you keep asking God for making a way for you, but you kind of sitting back in the back line, like, I don't know, can I do it? Like, is it okay? And I'm just like, all right. So from there, one day I was just like, I'm just going to quit one of my jobs. And that's literally what I did. I just quit one of my jobs and I was just like, all right, so you got some of your stimulus money left over. Let's just go full force. I wound up getting in touch with a lady. She was like, oh, I have this room available. It was in a price range I wanted. The area, not so much, but I was just like, you know what, God, you got me way out here in Wellington. It's a good area. Not many of my people from home will probably distance and drive this far. I said, but you know what? My gift will make room for me. And I know you'll provide me with the resources to make sure that I get what needs to be done. So it's been about a month now, and I have been enjoying it. Eventually, I am looking forward to leaving the school system altogether and doing this full time. I can't hear you.
I thought I'm going to say this, and I don't want you to cry. Do you know that the reason why I'm so proud of you is because you did this while battling, battling losing
Yeah.
your mom,
Yeah.
and that had to have been the hardest thing that you can do. Tell me how you got over and just pushed through that.
So, like you mentioned earlier, I lost my grandmother my senior year of high school. So, not having that person see me do a lot of the milestones as her first girl grandchild, like that was hard. And my mom really coached me through it. She was just like, you know what, like think of it as you're gonna see her, like she's at the end of the goal. Like you're gonna walk across that stage, you're gonna see her sit in the audience. You know, that's your guardian angel. You know, she's gonna always be there. And if it wasn't for COVID, like I tell everybody, COVID was a great thing for me because I work 12-hour days, 12 hours every single day. Then I go to school right after work from 6 o'clock at night to 10 o'clock. I don't get home till probably close to 11:30 because at that time I was living in West Palm. So you driving from either Boca or Lake Worth, and that was literally my routine every day. Jump up at 5 o'clock to go to work at 6:30 every day all over again. So with COVID, it was able for me to sit down, take care of my mom, and I just asked God, I was like, God, just give me the strength. Like, you have to give me the strength to deal with this. And if it really wasn't for that, like, I don't think I could have handled it the way I did because I literally had my family coaching me through it. Like, you know, we're here, like, we're sending prayers because everybody was like, oh, she's going to make it. She's going to make it. No, let me tell y'all something. Whatever God says, if God says it's time, it's time. I just like to say, God, just prepare me for it. If it's time, it's time. And the transition was probably the most hardest but beautiful thing I have probably ever experienced because I got to see two people I love transition. I got to see my grandmother transition, and then I got to see my mom transition. Was probably the best thing I could have asked for. And people don't realize it takes a lot to like strength just to say, you know what, like, yo, like you got this. So it took a lot. Like there are days I don't even know how I be making it sometimes, but I still push along because you know it's a journey, and my testimony is be big for somebody because somebody might be going through the same thing a year or 2 years down the line, a few months down the line. And I could inspire them to show them, like, you know, despite what I had going on, like, I didn't give up.
Wow, Kiana. So listen, when you graduated from college, because your passion have always been makeup,
Yeah.
and so listen, I want to tell y'all this. My cousin, right? She have always been like over the top with makeup, and I used to be like, "Oh my god, my cousin is just over the top." But
And we
I
just
used
be
to
like
always say,
sitting at the house, you know, we just be sitting at the house. You be like, why you got on makeup? I'm like, because I just want to have on makeup.
and she be like, look at me like, I be like, okay, so we ain't doing nothing. We just having this little fish fry. You got eyebrow. I be like, but we ain't doing nothing. And again, this coming from that country girl that basically, um, here I go. I don't wear makeup. So,
Right.
I just feel like I have never been that girl. And some days I sit in here and say, you know what? I think I'm going to try it. But I'm like, you know what? I'm not that girl. You know what I mean? I'm not that girl to do it. And I'll put on a good lip gloss. I'll get on a good lip gloss. But it just, I haven't been that girl. When I put on makeup, it's like, okay, I got to be going somewhere and doing something. But my cousin used to always have on makeup, and I'm like, this girl ain't going nowhere but over here in this little bitty house with all this sitting here. She got her eyebrows done and this done. So did that inspire you? I know that you started out. I know you was playing. I know Jada was like your.
Baby.
Jada was like Jada was like your like Jada. Let me do this. Jada be like, okay,
Okay.
you can
She was
you can
always like,
try.
okay.
You can yeah, you can try anything with Jada. Like Jada, let me try this. Jada like okay, and Jada was like, okay, we can try this, cousin. And I'm gonna say this to you. I'm so proud because you pushed through everything.
Mm-hmm.
I am in my 40s, and I don't think that I could have pushed through the way you did. I watch you every day, and I'm like, this girl is because you was the baby, like you was
Yeah.
the first
The first.
granddaughter. So, and you have to remember something. There was not any girls in our family for a
Nope.
long time. So there was not any girls that were, I can say, that we were having. It was everybody was having boys. So
Boys.
the first girl that came was Kiana. Like, oh yeah, we finally got the girl. We finally got a little girl cousin. So when you push through, and the first thing that I saw was that. And I was like, oh my God, my cousin did kiss my key. And I saw that and it blew my mind, Kiana. I was like, my God. I know Missy up there talking about, you better go, Kiana. She probably cussing you out too,
Yeah,
but
you know she
you
probably
know, my
cussing
God.
me out. Yeah, you gotta just keep it real.
Because I remember that one time I wanted to give up and my iPad cussed me out. And she said, you better get it together. She said, you know, she
Yeah,
got me
in her
together.
way.
She got me together. My parents said, I don't care if nobody don't support you. I don't care if nobody don't do nothing. You ain't doing it for nobody. So I've always lived on that. If you do it for the people that support you, that means
It will
that you're not doing it
never happen.
because that's not their passion. It'll never happen because there's sometimes that I go through my algorithm and my analytics and I have one view. But guess what? I still get up here every Tuesday and Thursday and on Sunday and keep pushing
Yeah.
because I'm not doing this for the support. I'm doing this for the passion that I have and giving exposure as well as making sure that because there's one person right now that's going to see you, that's going to say, oh, that's Kiss Back.
Yep.
So
Yep.
even if you got one customer tonight, at least you knew that the exposure actually worked. So listen,
Yep.
we want to go over. Now, I love this one too. I love that one. That's subtle. And that's subtle. That's subtle. But this right here, girl, listen, that is dusted. That is dusted. So here it is. Here's some of your. I don't know if you can see it because child, my eyes
Yes, I can.
is okay. So here it is. Run us down your services that you provide for the people.
Okay, so I do full body waxing from the top of the head down to by the ankles. I also do male Brazilians. So we do have males that prefer to have a nice, clean, groomed area. I also do a full Brazilian for the females, and I also do bikini. I provide facials as well, just a small mini facial for those starting out. Are like, oh my gosh, I don't want to spend $100 because skincare is very expensive, but this is the first impression that everybody sees. So, especially as Black people, the biggest myth: we don't need sunscreen. Yes, we do. Yes, we do. Y'all need to be wearing sunscreen. I need you guys wearing sunscreen, especially in this Florida heat. Like, you need it. We need
Hmm.
sunscreen. I mean, of course, we have melanated complexions, but at the same time, too, like, you don't understand like what's in the air and what's going in your skin. Too much sun is not good. I will tell you that. So there's also a Black girl skin sunscreen that you can go get. Target has it. It's about $12-15. Best thing ever. So my specials run Sunday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Fridays and Saturdays. I'm only closed on Mondays due to most holidays fall on Mondays, and it just makes it easier. But if you come on Tuesdays, my Taste for Tuesdays are my best. That's when I have like a full house. That is your $35 Brazilian. I promise you'll have the best experience with me. I make it very comfortable. I don't try to, oh, I talk you through the whole thing. It'll never be like, oh, it's quiet and I'm just ripping and you just like, ah, no. Mm-mm. I'm not going to say it ain't going to
Now,
hurt because
oh, okay, that's my
I'm not
question.
going to know. People like, hey, I'm not going to lie to you. If you've been a shaver for years, it will be uncomfortable, but not to a point to where you're just going to be like, oh, I could never do this again. And no, I promise you, because after that, you'll be like, oh, yeah, this is something I could do on a daily. Even with the facials, I promise you, it's the best thing ever because you come out refreshed, relaxed. Because at that moment, I'm telling you, clear your mind. This is my space you've entered in. I don't need none of that with stress, anxiety, whatever you got going on. That's not happening in here because I want to provide a safe haven. And that's why I walked into this because it's like a little mini therapy session when you're in there with me. Literally, like the lights are low, we're just talking, you cool, calm, and collected. Some people even fall asleep. That's literally the atmosphere that I create. And that just says a lot to me when I have people when I have people, coming in there. So yes.
Wow. So let me just ask, and let me just go back because I didn't get it. Before you did this, you were doing the makeup cleaner, the brush cleaner
I
back
still
in the
have my
day.
brush cleaner.
So listen, I need you guys to follow Kiana because for all you makeup artists, she still has a brush cleaner. Now this was the first time I really paid attention. I got a bunch of cousins with a bunch of businesses, and I support all of them. But this is the first time I paid attention when I seen Kiana in the Don't Rush challenge. I'm really good. Don't rush. Look at my little cousin in the Don't Rush challenge. And she's like, don't rush. And she's having to kiss my, I'm like, you better do it. You better do it. So, again, I am so proud and excited. Let me just say this real quick because I see people coming in. Listen, over here at Hot Topics Pop Up Show for the next 100 days, not days, but every 100 days until August, we're doing lunch on me. The code is hashtag Family Affair to be entered into um, a chance to win lunch. It ain't but $10. Y'all better go on over to Chuckles, McDonald's, but I'm going to give
It's
y'all
better than
$10.
nothing.
It's better than that. I tell people I went and got me on lunch green wise and it was healthy. $9.99. But so the giveaway code is hashtag Family Affair. I'm saying that because I'm seeing people come in and I don't want them to get at me later on and say I didn't know. So again, I really, really, really I am so if no one have told you this, and I know that I don't say it a lot, but I'm so proud of you.
Thank
And
you.
the one thing that
I was showing
listen,
out that day because that was a glorious moment for me. I broke into
Kiana,
tears
you
yesterday,
show out
guys.
every day. You go out, you show out every day. Kiana, you have no listen, I always say this. I laugh. I say, man, I need confidence like Kiana. Because I need confidence. I've always said this. I need confidence like Kiana. They say, who is Kiana? I say, my little cousin child. She just do it. She just
Yeah.
do it. Me, I'm like, okay, well, this slit too low. I gotta put another shirt up under this shirt because I would be uncomfortable. And Kiana, you just do it. If you ain't your daddy daughter, you just do it. You you just do it. And I said, when I found this picture, I said, oh my God, look at my little cousin. She graduated. So real quick, tell the people what you were studying for and what you graduated from.
I graduated from Palm Beach State. I was studying for my human resources degree with a concentration in youth development. So basically, it's like I can be a caseworker, a case manager, a family liaison. I'm the go-to person if you need any type of services for children in low income communities. That's pretty much what my degree is based on. This year, I guess I could say it. Some of my coworkers know I will not be at my school that I've been at. So I'm like out west. I'm coming back east to help do things that like I love to be in the community that I need to be more involved in, and I'm looking forward to this next school year that I have coming up. So yes,
So listen, I need you to tell everybody how they can find you, how they can get in contact with you, with your, and always tag me in everything you're doing with your specials so that
I
we can
got you.
make sure that my followers as well as your followers are knowing what you're doing. I think I'm gonna try that Brazilian thing. Y'all pray for me. I'm
It's
just
not that bad. I promise you, it's not that bad. So you can follow me on Instagram at Kiaesthetics _ at the end. If it's easier, you can still look me up at Kiss by Key. I never left that name because some people like, we love the name, we love the name. So you can still find me at Kiss by Key. You want to contact me, book an appointment, you have questions, feel free to text me at any time. I'm usually responsive at any time, honestly. 561-859-8386. That is the number you can reach me at. And like I said, any questions you have regarding skincare, waxing, makeup, I'm your girl.
all right. So listen, I want to thank you so much for jumping on my platform, taking this time out with me. Listen, if you ever run any specials, always just inbox me and say, Cousin Kenya, I need you to drop this on your show. So listen, I want to thank everybody for tuning in with Kiana. Listen, I need you guys to go over to her Instagram and follow her if you're not already following her, as well as Facebook and follow her. So Kiana, we want to bid you farewell and thank you so much.
Thank
Thank you so
you.
much. I'm your big cousin and I love you. Ain't nobody ever told you.
I love you too. Thank you.
Thank you. So listen, I told y'all it's a family affair tonight. But while we get ready for my next family member, I'm just gonna run that by y'all. Wait a minute. I know you didn't think it was over. Listen, this is your girl, Kenya C. Willer. We got two shows, one host. Keeping It Real in the Gospel and Hot Topics Pop-Up Show. So listen, what we're doing is we still giving y'all exposure. That's right, I'm screaming exposure. Exposure! So listen, if you're looking to market You're looking to advertise, advertise with me. I'm giving you guys organic reach. I'm giving you guys audience. Listen, again, y'all thought it was over, but that ain't it. Your girl Kenya C. Willer. Ha! One host, two shows. Holla at me. All right. So listen, I wanted to play that for y'all because Jamael actually, him and Lee Cohen, why did Hunter call Lee? They ride around and they go try all these different foods. It's just funny to me, y'all. I just laugh. He tried stuff that. Hold on a second. Hold on. He tried things and Lee tried things and he like, I'm not eating this no more. It's just so funny. So listen, y'all look him up on Facebook for um Let's Try It. We're gonna smash or dash. So tonight I have another family member So remember tonight, if you are on the chat or if you are put in the comments, no matter which platform you're on, whether you're on Facebook, whether you're on the groups, whether you're on YouTube, Periscope, or Twitch, put in the chat hashtag Family Affair for a chance to win lunch on me. Lunch on me in the chat hashtag Family Affair. So listen, I have someone. This is the man here for it. I've always been proud of Jamael. I'm not gonna go all the way back to when he used to be a little peasy head boy, but we're just gonna start from where he at right now. He's now the newly appointed coach for Atlantic High School and also the co-host for Dairy Morning Live. And as you saw in the previous video, him and Lee just ride around. They even do a thing called "What's Up, Good Morning" and all kind of things. So without further ado, I'm going to bring Jamael. Hey, Jamael, how are you?
Good morning. Good afternoon.
Good evening, and all that. And he also a chef, y'all. The boy can cook. The boy and eats weird stuff. So we want to welcome you to the Hot Topics Pop-Up Show. Thank you for joining us. I know that you are a super, super busy person. We've been trying for months to get you here. So finally I got you. And the good thing about it is it's a family affair tonight because you are biologically a family member. So listen, introduce yourself and tell us what you got going on.
Man, Jamael Stewart, coach, mentor. Right now, my 9 to 5, my real job that I get that pay the bills is, I'm the vice president of business development for the 1-800-CALL law firm, Cohen and Newmark law firm. But coaching football, high school football is a passion of mine. Doing the Dairy Morning Live show is something that's just close to my heart because Dairy is my home. I love my community. I love the city of Delray Beach. So being able to showcase the talent and tell the hidden stories that's going on in our community is something that I really enjoy doing. But my number one job is a father and also a husband. So, that's what I'm all about right there.
And I listen. I'm sorry I didn't say that because I meant to mention that you are. Listen, you're the ultimate father, and I love the way that you and Jordan just go out and fish, and he just followed right behind you and eating that stuff. I'm like, he got this boy eating this stuff. And you guys tried crab leg, frog legs, and alligator, and he's just right there as just doing exactly what you say. Your beautiful wife, Marissa. I love her because she's all in the comments. She's one of them. She be like, "Okay, I'm here." So Marissa don't be playing. Marissa be coming playing. She like, "That's my husband."
Yeah, she put her claims on it.
Yeah, I listen, and I know Marissa. I mean, this is, and I tell people, I said he didn't just met Marissa. He met Marissa back in college at Bethune-Cookman. I remember back in the day, Marissa, when you were, I think you were a sophomore, right?
Yeah.
When everybody used to travel down for your games, Marissa was in the picture. Marissa was right there. She was like, "I'm here. Hey, Gabby, I'm here." Back calling Dad and Papa. Hey, Papa and Dad, I'm here. I'm right here. So she's not a stranger to the family. She's been in the family. Beautiful children. Your daughter just celebrated her 13th birthday.
13th birthday, man. It's big. Like to think that we have a teenager now, but I think at the same time, like we've been truly blessed with great kids. I'm knocking on wood right now because my daughter hasn't took us on those whirlwinds. Me working with kids a lot and seeing struggles that kids go through. Like I'm like, man, how did I get so lucky? How did we get so lucky now as parents? But I'm just knocking on wood, so I'm hoping that it continues that way. Big time.
Well, I'm a 17-year-old. I'm on a roller coaster. So you pray for me. I know you know I pray for me. I'm a 17-year-old.
She's great.
she's getting up there. You know how you have to try to accept the fact that they're growing and you don't want them to grow. So, I have to, forget that she's not a little girl anymore and that she's growing. I was just telling Kiana that, she had on a shirt that was a crop top. I was like, and she's like, "Mommy, I'm 17 now." I'm like, okay, well, I have to get used to this because I'm old school. That raised me old school. Like you put on long shirts, so I'm old school. So listen, take us to. I know that last year you was a coach on the coaching staff of Atlantic High School, and you guys went all the way to the top. You guys that is one of the most the Atlantic High School football team is awesome. So tell us how it came about, how you became the physical coach. I mean, and I know this is your passion because you love football before you can even walk.
Right. Well, I think last year, of course, Coach T.J. Jackson, my older cousin, like a brother to me, and also a mentor of mine. When the first year, T.J. got the head coaching job. That was in 2013, when he was named the head coach, and there was a lot of slack in the paper. There was a lot of negativity in the community because they felt that he wasn't qualified for the position. So it was tough. We believed in him, and we believed in what we were building at Atlantic. Our first year we won one game. We went 1-9. It was a crazy season. Our next season we go 3-7, and then our third year we go 10-0. However, even though we went undefeated, we still didn't win a state title. The critics are tough, especially in Delray with our talent. If you don't go to a state championship and win, your season sucks, and that's just the mindset of the community. Even though we would go undefeated, even though we would win district, we would win regionals, we never got over that hump. So we call it getting that monkey off our back. With this past year, being able to win the Tri-County championship. Due to COVID, it was a condensed season. However, I mean, we were really able to build something and grow with our young men. And I think from the leadership that TJ had from the top down, through the coaching staff and also through the kids, about academics being first, about trying to grow our kids, not as football players, but as productive citizens. And that's what it was about to us. It wasn't really about football. We wanted to build a legit year-round program. There's a lot of coaches in this area that between August and November, it's just football for them. For us, this is year-round. It's life. We're in the business of impacting and molding young men at the end of the day. So you can't. There's no days off with that. We have over 150 young kids in our program, and we have to be there. I mean, we probably see them 2 or 3 hours out of the day while they're in school, but the phone calls happen at night. Kids are being harassed. Kids, the neighborhoods and everything that these kids come from, we're trying to help them overcome these obstacles because we've been there. So for us, it's a legit program, and we become a legit family. And we're very passionate about these young kids that come through our program.
So Jamael, there was another football game that I had the privilege of attending for a couple of years and helping with vendors. What the one that what is the Florida Georgia Bowl?
So the Florida Georgia game was a game that TJ and we felt that the kids in Palm Beach County were not being exposed to colleges as they needed to be. We were being overlooked by Dade County, Broward County. Kids were receiving full scholarships all across the board. So we tried to figure out how can we get our kids as much exposure. I mean, get them exposed to as many colleges as possible. So we said, let's put together an all-star team. And what we did is we called it a Florida Georgia All-Star game. However, the kids from Florida only came from Palm Beach County. So we partnered with, we took a look at all of the kids. We evaluated all of the kids in Palm Beach County and said, we're going to take you guys to Georgia and play the whole state of Georgia. So that game, we did that for 5 or 6 years. And when we were doing that, we were not coaching at that time at Atlantic High School. We were just doing training. We were doing our own thing off on the side. But we started that to expose a lot of those young men. And right now, for that first group of kids that really came through and played in that game, we're watching some of them play on Sundays in the NFL, some in arena football. Some are actually some of the top college players of their senior year coming out now. And they call us and they text us all the time saying, Coach, if it wasn't for playing in that Florida Georgia game, I wouldn't have probably went to college or wouldn't have had this opportunity to play in front of these college coaches. So we just wanted to give them a platform to showcase their talent.
And that game was huge. I went to probably almost all of them, and it was huge. The kids, you would have thought that they really was playing the Super Bowl, and they showed you so much love for that, Jamael. I want to thank you from the community because you so much love to the kids. back in the day, I don't know, prepping sports, you showed so much love to the community. You have been a community person for Delray. Even that you do not reside, you still know your home. And that's one thing I can always say. I know that you know home. Even with me, I'm not in Delray all the time, but I know that Delray is my home, and that's something that I would never, ever, ever give up on. So again, I want to send a shout out because you could have left and forgot all about us over there.
Well, you know the crazy thing, like people always ask me like why are you so tied to the city of Delray Beach? And I think it was just more about it was a community type feel like growing up there. You know, we all didn't grow up privileged, but I didn't recognize until I became an adult that we were poor. We didn't have nothing. But we didn't know that as kids. We thought we were living in life. You know, it was so many community programs. I mean, our coaches out at the Delray Rocks, Mr. Ceron, even the partnership with the police department, Mr. Coleman, Javaro Sims, the things that they were doing at that time for the community, they were looking out for us. And I didn't recognize how powerful that was until I went off to college and started noticing other communities don't have this feel. You know, I worked in Miami for a long time and it just wasn't the same. I went back. I love working with kids no matter where I go. So I'm gonna be impactful. I'm gonna try to impact kids' lives wherever I go. But it's just something about the city of Delray Beach that I really love my community that I grew up in because that's where I had all of my pitfalls and I had the support of my family, support of the community that helped me get to where I am today.
So what about Atlantic High School? That now that you're the coach, are you seeing that the support this time around? That unlike the obstacles you faced before, are you seeing the support that we're giving you for becoming the
Oh,
head coach?
definitely, man. It's humbling. You know, I didn't know how it would be taken when the announcement was made. But it's a real humbling experience, and my goal is basically to not let the community down and not let the kids down. At the end of the day, you know, I'm there to do it. I'm there to do a job. You know, I've received a lot of text messages, phone calls, congratulatory messages, and of course I wouldn't have taken the job if it wasn't a support from my household first. You know, the kids, my wife, things of that nature. You know, that was first come first serve, and then from there, that's what helped me make that decision to take this leap and take on this responsibility. But I'm so excited about it. The administration at Atlantic High School, Terrell Campo, Mr. Slidell, was over athletics. Man, they're wonderful with providing us the support that we need to have a successful program and keep mentoring these young men.
Wow. And we can't forget about 1-800 calling. It's like that. Listen, listen. I every time I see you, I just all I see is like Lee. I'm like, look at me. And then the first commercial I seen with Tashad and Rashad, I always see that. I said, look at them being a part of the 1-800 call Lee family. How did you connect with Lee? I mean, really quick. I don't want to take this away from you, but how did you connect with Lee? I know you've been around for a while with Lee.
Right. So Lee is, man, I know Lee for almost close to 10 years. Lee's been a community leader. A lot of people don't know he's behind the scenes a lot. He gives a lot to kids in his community. There's a lot of kids that wouldn't have went to college if it wasn't for Lee. He's mentored. So I'm gonna talk about a kid, Brisley Esteem, young Haitian kid, came over here from Haiti. Never really played football before. Was at Atlantic High School, playing football there, and it was a point where he was almost ineligible, where he couldn't play and had to get an approval from the state because he was too old. So when he came over, it was like an age thing. So Lee spoke on his behalf and helped him get the waiver from the state to play his senior year. Grizzly went off to college, went to Syracuse University. Here is a kid that just moved over here from Haiti. And Lee took him under his wing. You know, he went off to Syracuse, graduated with his master's, and it's something great for a kid like that probably didn't even have college in his mind. But I think it was due to those efforts that the mentoring of Lee on why he was able to go to school, and not only go to school, but stay in school. So many times where he just wanted to come home and help his family because he just couldn't get over those obstacles, but that's just one person, but it's so many other kids that he was there mentoring, and he doesn't look for any accolades. for any of that. A lot of people don't know how many kids that he's touched and that he's helping that to go through college, to fly them up there, fly them back. A lot of the kids don't have the funds. He's helping take care of their families while they're here. I mean, while they're in school and he's back here. So it's so many of those things that's happening behind the scenes. But at the same time, I think we hit it off because our passion to give back is there. You know, a lot of people would think like, oh, you're gonna go work with Lee. Y'all are friends. Like, how is that gonna work? At the end of the day, you know, guess what? Yeah, I do work with Lee. He's the owner of this great law firm that he has. And he brought me on to his team. And I love it. I'm learning so much from him, from the marketing side and just getting things out there in the community. In his name with his law firm, he's just a great mentor, great boss. I have nothing but great things to say, man. I got the utmost respect for him, you know, to help guide me through even the low points of my life, the things that I was going through. Just getting that phone call and the encouragement, the text message, the phone calls from him was really big. So people see our connection on the screen because we're always laughing and goofing off. But you know, but behind the scenes it happens also. But it's still a lot of serious conversations that we do have with one another, and he's still guiding me to this day. You know, so he's a big time impactful person and a respectful person that I have in my life.
And again, listen, guys, whether you want to believe, know it or not, a lot of events that go along in Delray, if you look at the flyer, it says 1-800-CALL-LEE on it. People don't even know that. You know, a lot of the festivals in Palm Beach, if you look at the flyer really, really close, he is backing a lot of things. So he does back a lot of things in the community. And I even when I offered the show, he was like humbly saying, "Oh, I don't want to be in the forefront." So, and I understood that. I understand that what he does is I'm behind the scenes. I don't need the accolades. I just love the fact of what you're doing, and thank you. So, we want to give a shout out to 1-800-CALL-LEE. I did not queue up.
Before you go off, while you talking about that, yeah, the our festival, which we're the title sponsor for, the Caribbean Festival that's coming up June 26th up in Palm Beach. Also, we partner with the Senior Club over at Pompey Park with Ms. Berna Harris, where we're going to support a lot of their program. They have 134 senior citizens from Delray that's coming there to a senior daycare that Ms. Berna Harris and her team are really catering to these senior citizens in Delray Beach. So we're partnering with them to really basically just take their program up under our umbrella of the law firm as well. So big things are happening.
All right. So listen, if y'all fall down, slip or fall,
Oh,
y'all call me.
1-800-CALL-LEE.
1-800-CALL. Listen, if y'all get an accident, I can't listen. If y'all get an accident, somebody hit y'all car. Don't get out of fighting. Just 1-800-CALL-LEE. Don't get mad. 1-800-CALL-LEE. Because he gonna hook you up. So that was a free commercial. That's a shameless plug from 1-800-CALL-LEE on the Hot Topics pop-up show on the KCW Multimedia Network. So listen, so I mean, you have so much going on. Again, you're a husband, you're a father, and you're a mentor. You have your son plays sports, and you have to be a mentor to these young men. And now, all of a sudden, we see this. Now, we're not gonna mention about the draft when you got drafted to 1-800-CALL-LEE because we were all wondering what was next with Jamael. We're gonna have another interview about everything else. We talked about that, but that's gonna be in person. But we were like all figuring out like what's going on with Jamael. Everybody, what's going on with Jamael? So we get this interview, and I couldn't key it up. Well, you caught the ball. You said, I'm working for 1-800-CALL-LEE. I'm like, all right, then. Stay busy. Stay busy. So we was like, all right. Then we get this. And I'm like, you better do it, Jamael. This is Delray Morning Live with Amanda and Jamael. How did that come about, and how's that going?
So, you know, this was a plan. Commissioner Boylston, Ryan Boylston, had this idea a while ago. You know, it's probably like 2 years ago, probably 2 or 3 years ago, where he wanted me to come on and be a host. He started this show upstairs on the couch inside of his little office downtown Delray, but it's growing. And he was just trying to figure out, he was so busy. He was like, who would be the next person to be able to come on and take this show to the next level? And he reached out to me and he was like, would you be willing to come on this show? And I'm like, of course, definitely I'll do it. I get a chance to get on here and tell the stories that nobody know that's happening in Delray Beach. And everybody that know me, I love I love to entertain, love to be
Yes.
in the front and make people laugh, make people, smile. And I love to showcase hidden talents and a lot of great things that's going on in our community. And this was that platform to really do that. Amanda Perna is great too. I mean, her energy, um, on the set, and the wealth knowledge that she really brings and everything too. I think we're great partners on Dairy Morning Live. I love the energy. It's been sponsored by the chamber, uh, the Chamber of Commerce in the city of Delray Beach. So with Stephanie Emmelman and her team, Angel, they're great. The production team at Studio Baral that handles all of the behind the scenes, the camera, just getting us right. Um, I mean, it's great. I really love it. It's a lot of fun. And right now we're just at the beginning stages of what we want to do with the show. So it's so early. And I just want people just stay tuned, follow follow us. Go to the Dairy Beach Chamber page and follow this show every Wednesday morning, 8:30 a.m. We're going live. We're doing it tomorrow morning. And actually tomorrow morning we'll be filming from the Corey Jones homes that's built over on 7th. So what the CRA built. So we're going to be doing a tour of those homes and talking about the story about how people can get into those homes as workforce housing programs in Delray Beach. So it's great, man. Just follow us. Big time.
All right. So listen, I need everybody to tune in tomorrow morning at 8:30. Another plug. I'm giving all kind of plugs tonight. Over here on Hot Topics Pop-Up Show. Listen, tomorrow morning I need you guys to tune in to Delray Morning Live with Amanda and Jamael. Don't worry about the date. I just copied that. So they're going to be coming to you virtually live. They will be coming to you live from Southwest 7th Avenue from the Corey Owls homes. These are some beautiful homes that was built right there on 7th Avenue. Now listen, in the beginning, I had a problem with them homes. Let me tell you why. I'm originally from Southwest 7th Avenue, and that has been a dead end all of my life. That has been a dead end all of my life. So to see it clear, and that was actually like a farm. A man owned that. He was a farm, and he used to have flowers and stuff. And when they started clearing it off, I was like, see, I don't like this. I like to see the farm and everything. But once they started building, and then they named it the Corey House. I was like, okay, we can do the Corey Jones House. I can do this. I can do this. So it's a little getting used to that. It's a little getting used to having that 4-way stop sign there after all these years. I've lived on that street for 47 years now. So it's a little getting used to, but guys, the houses are beautiful. And a lot of people want to know how to get in. So listen, you have to tune in tomorrow morning. You have to tune in tomorrow morning, Delray Morning Live, because it is a virtual interactive show. So you can ask questions. And listen, you can always inbox Jamael or ask Jamael if you have any questions about it. And I need you guys to also support Atlantic High School. I need you guys to go out there and take your tambourines and your cowbells and let them know that you supported them because kids also need the support. We need the love and support. Other communities support Delray Atlantic High School because I know it's been the pandemic. Last year was hard for them because you really couldn't have the support. We really couldn't go out there. But this year, we can still put on our masks and go out and support them in everything you do. Also, y'all pay attention because Jamel be cooking and posting on Facebook all kind of craziness that he be cooking that I've never got to taste. Now, the coconut cake, I told him, I said, you're invited to host my birthday dinner, but I want you to smuggle a coconut cake into the people restaurant. When he got there, I'm like, what my cake? Man, I said, what my cake, man? I said, all I wanted was a coconut cake for my birthday, and I still did not get it. So hopefully now, hopefully now that that we send it live here on Facebook, maybe want to pop up over on 7th Avenue, and me and my husband, because I had told him we're gonna have a coconut cake, we'll get one. So we appreciate it. Big time. I'm telling you, because I shocked him too. A lot of people was mad at him too, but it was like, you didn't tell me it was a wedding. I was like, he knows a wedding. I talked to him earlier that day.
Yeah, I got to say that was it's hard for people to surprise me or shock me. I had no idea what was going on that day, but it was beautiful though. So congratulations to you about that.
And listen, my cousin Jada say he's official in the kitchen, the best baker. Listen, y'all don't know. I'm not gonna push y'all to be a baker because he got so much going on. But I'm gonna tell y'all, this man, the cakes.
I love you, cuz. I appreciate you.
And again, it's a family affair. Jane is our little cousin. She makes red velvet. Jamael makes coconut and all kind of, listen. So it is a family affair, and we a family of bakers. Not me. I probably not cut stove on, but them, they do a wonderful job. So listen, we want to thank you so much for coming on and hanging out with me tonight. Again, Atlantic High School, congratulations on becoming the coach of Atlantic High School, and also just being a part of the community and showing love to the children and everything that you're doing. Again, everybody jump on to the live show tomorrow. I'm going to set a timer to jump on tomorrow at 8:30. Well, let me say I'll be at work, but I'm just gonna I'm gonna come watch it in the replay.
Yeah, and that's good at 8:30. So is a couple things that we're going. Man, there's a little Haitian kid from Village Academy who wrote an essay in regards to the educational system, and he placed second place nationally. So we're gonna have him on there talking about that essay. A lot of great things going on, but ain't gonna get into all of that. But I just want to say thank you to you for this platform and actually me being able to tell what I'm doing. But you're also doing some great things as well with giving opportunities to businesses and business owners to come on and talk about what they're doing. I mean, it probably brings them some other business. So it's very unselfish of you to be doing what you're doing. So I like it. Love the energy. However, we can support, from the law firm or me, I'm all in. So.
All right. Well, I'm cutting my hair, so I need a hat.
I got you. Just let me know. I got one for you. I'm gonna drop one off to the crib.
So listen, we want to thank you so much again, guys. I need you guys to support them all the way around. Tomorrow morning, I'm going to watch it in the replay at 8:30 because I will be at work. And you can't really have phones at work, so I have to watch it in the replay. So if you see me in the chat, just don't speak. So again, thank you so much. We love you over here. It's a family affair tonight. If you need me over here at the Hot Topics, just give me a call and I'll be would have to bring y'all back on.
Love y'all too. Hey, remember, if y'all get in a car accident, slip or fall, 1-800-CALL-E. Hit us up. We'll take care of you. All right. Peace.
All right. Peace out. So listen, I enjoyed tonight. It's a family affair. So listen, I'm going to say this because I forgot to tell y'all about these proud sponsors that pay the cost to be the boss over here. And I do not want them to call me and say, you didn't mention me. So we want to give a shout out to my proud sponsor, which is Gillian & Co. Everybody knows that Gillian & Co. She paid the cost to be the boss. Gillian & Co. What she does is she basically fix your credit and prepare your taxes so that she can sell your house. Sylvia Robinson, PA. She can sell your house. And then once you buy the house and get yourself situated, she's going to sell you candles and she's going to sell you soaps and she's going to sell you lotions so that you can have healthy skin. So don't forget, Gillian & Co. is our proud sponsor. She paid the cost to be the boss over here. As far as Euphoric Felicity, that's always what I'm wearing. Euphoric Felicity is a family affair, which is my brother, my sister-in-law. You can always find the jewelry that I wear on their website under Euphoric Felicity, as well as my favorite baker, which is Cakes by Kathleen. She is now doing some big things at Cakes by Kathleen. She is getting you the adornments for your cupcakes. Listen, Father's Day is approaching, and listen, if y'all want something different, just find out. Buy y'all baby daddy some socks. Buy him a nice little trinket. Buy him a cake and put some of these accents on it. Because we buy our baby daddies and our husbands and stuff. We buy them some socks and a bow tie. That's a Father's Day gift from all of us. So without further ado, I'm going to post this one more time because last week a lot of people say I did it too fast. So listen, the word to win this week for Lunch on Me is #family affair. You got about 1 second to put it in the chat before we do the actual drawing. #family affair. Go in the chat, in the comments, and do family affair. And you may be the winner for a $10 lunch. So I'm going to give y'all a few minutes to do that before I do the drawing. I'm going to play my favorite commercial.
Yeah, we talk going on in the church, yeah, we talk about it. How to make money, yeah, we talk about it. Facebook, yeah, yeah. IG, Twitter, yeah. Ooh, it's free, yeah. You can catch CEOs. What can you see, brother? Talking about the hot topics, my girl, yeah. What can you see, brother? Talking about the hot topics.
All right. So listen, I see y'all putting family affair in the comments. Y'all gonna do so. Listen, I'm gonna send a special shout out to two people. Now listen, normally I don't drink. Well, I can drink coffee at 8 o'clock and go to sleep because that's just me. But normally I don't buy medium because my ends be low. That means my money be low. Y'all want to send me a token of love? Y'all can send that over to KRTG Radio and send me a token of love. Let me give y'all my cash out. In case y'all want to bless me. Cash out. KRTG Radio is my cash out. If y'all want to buy me a cup of coffee, appreciate you. But I want to send a shout out to Stacy Atterbury. Now Stacy is a baker too. Stacy can bake too. So if y'all looking for a cake and y'all can't get in contact with y'all baker, y'all can't get in contact with my baker, y'all can call Stacy Atterbury. She's in the comments. That girl can bake as well. Want to give a shout out to her because she made sure that the CEO, I got a medium coffee all week long. This is my second one for the day. Medium coffee all week long by Cash Apping me a little change. Thank you, Stacy, and also Angela Cross. She say, sis, I'm gonna make sure you drink coffee. So I'm good for the rest of the month, y'all. But y'all can still cash out me if y'all want and buy me a cup of coffee for me being out here hanging out with y'all and entertaining y'all for 62 minutes. Appreciate you. So listen, without further ado, I'm getting ready to play around with this little tool here that StreamYard has provided so that we can give away things. So hold on. We're going to add it to the stream. And we got 7 entries. I hope everybody here. So there it is. I don't do this. The system do it. So James Stewart is the winner of Lunch on Me. Congratulations, James Stewart. So let me there was a company that basically what they did was they provided a donation. They provided a donation for me to do Lunch on Me. So it's if it would have been me, James wouldn't win. But because it's not me. So James Stewart, congratulations. Please inbox me your Cash App or your Zelle so that we can send you the $10 Lunch on Me. And you can go and buy you some Chipotle, whatever you decide you want to get. So again, congratulations. So listen, join me Thursday night for another chance to win Lunch on Me. I want to thank you so much for joining me. Thank you for watching with me. It's been great. It's been real. So listen, if you're looking to promote, market, or brand your business, if you're looking to just get your name out there or you want to be featured right here on Hot Topics Pop-Up Show, listen, give me a call, inbox me. My number is 561-962-1236. 561-962-1236. Again, we do 2 platforms, which is Hot Topics Pop-Up Show, which is on Tuesday nights. On Thursday nights, we do Keeping It Real in the Gospel, where we premiere gospel artists, and on Tuesday, we premiere businesses. So again, we want to thank everybody for tuning in tonight, all the likes, the shares, the love, and I'll see you again next week. Next week, we got a great show for you. I'll be promoting it, and I'll see you soon. Again, good night.